Correct, and it turns out to be his alibi?
I've been complaining about those bells since we moved in. Never again.
Your story checks out. Oh no, wait. Any idea why Clarence's phone was wiped out?
I have no idea. I didn't touch anything in her purse.
Your story checks out.
Looks like you're off the hook for now. But we're hoping you might stay and answer a few more questions.
Like I told you before we got sidetracked, I will do anything I can to help you find whoever killed my wife.
Do you know anyone who might have drugged her?
Drugs? What are you talking about?
Someone put flunitrazepam in her drink. A roofie.
Roofie? Somebody spiked her drink? I can think of one son of a bitch who might have wanted her dead. Jack Shell.
Jack Shell? The Stars and Bars guy? Doesn't he have a show at the Silver Skies, too?
Sure does, the no-talent bastard. Not only that, but we recently found out that the casino is going to cut one of its shows, either Jack's or Clorinda's. I can send you a copy of the email from my phone. Oh, you can bet that Jack wanted to keep his job, so he made damn sure Clorinda wouldn't show up to work today.
Yeah, but killing someone is a kind of extreme, don't you think? Oh my god, it's raining outside. Jesus Christ, that's loud.
Hello. We're from the Las Vegas Crime Lab. Are you Jack Shell?
Why, by my stars and bars, indeed I am. What can I do for you? I'm always willing and able to assist our men and women in law enforcement.
We're investigating the death of Clorinda Jackson. We understand you both had shows at the Silver Skies Casino.
Hold on. Did you just say that Clorinda died? She's dead? Oh, my dear Lord, how on earth? What happened?
My
We're
god,
not
you
quite sure
suck
yet.
at acting.
But you folks wouldn't be here talking to me if you didn't think she'd been murdered. This is just the most awful thing I've ever heard in my whole life. Clorinda, she was a dear, dear sweet friend, and just a magnificent talent. We shall not see another like her again in this business, I'll tell you that. She will be profoundly missed.
How was your relationship with Miss
You
Jackson?
considered Miss Jackson a close personal friend, but might there have been a certain amount of professional rivalry?
No. Well, if anything, I'd call it sibling rivalry, pure and simple. We both grown up together in show business. Had our share of ups and downs, let me tell you what. And then, by chance, we found ourselves here in Sin City, both with shows at the Silver Skies. Her show'd come in right after mine in the, main showroom. You see, I play the lounge. But anyway, we still share some crew and some staff, and even some audience, I'd say. There was a certain amount of competitiveness, sure, but why would you ask a leading question like that? Did someone say something?
Mr. Shell.
Now, please, call me Jack. My friends
God, you're
all
annoying.
call me Jack. Now, did someone say I had it out for Clorinda or something? 'Cause that most assuredly was not the case. And I definitely have to say that person is lying to you.
Where were you between 10 and 11 p.m.?
Mr. Shell.
Jack?
Jack. I'm afraid we're going to need you to establish your alibi during the time Clorinda was murdered.
To tell you the truth, I'm not really sure how I'd be able to verify this for you, but I'd be willing to swear on a stack of Bibles that I was at my home last night, by myself, fast asleep.
Sure.
Do you often go to bed so early?
I tell you, I learned the very hardest way that you will not enjoy longevity in this business if you insist on burning your candle at both ends. So, I just tossed that sumbitch candle as far away from me as I could. I cannot tell you the number of lives that could be saved each year if they just heed my living example.
I'm sure that's true, Jack.
Look, be straight with me. You don't honestly believe that I had something to do with killing Clorinda, now do you?
Does Clorinda have any
Did
enemies?
you ever see Clorinda have words with anyone? A disgruntled employee, perhaps? Maybe a problem with management?
No. Now, look, you can't have me speaking out of school now, can you? I mean, it don't feel right to talk about rumors and innuendos and such. But, well, I don't think it was really very much of a secret that she and Ernest, that's her husband, they weren't getting along too well. And, surprise, surprise, I mean, Clorinda's the fourth Mrs. Ernest Goldwasser, so I'm pretty sure Ernest's not too good at communicating with the wife.
Have you seen this ring before?
I could not honestly tell you whether or not I have seen that or any other particular piece of jewelry before. It's just not the
it's
sort
so
of thing I
rehearsed.
concern myself with when it comes to making a person's acquaintance.
We know your show is in trouble.
We have an internal email from the casino stating that either your show or Clorinda Jackson's would be canceled. Were you aware of it?
Sadly, I was all too aware of it, yes. But it ain't called Show Friends now, is it? This is a business, and apparently, according to the accountants here, the entertainment wing of the operation wasn't flapping too strong. Of course, I disagreed with their evaluation. I see myself affecting people in ways that cannot be measured in cold, hard cash. But in the end, it wasn't my call to make.
Jack, you ever pay Clorinda a visit after hours? Perhaps between 10 and 11 p.m. last night?
Now, it's my nature to offer myself completely to those who protect and serve our community, but I truly cannot accept the tone of your question. There is an insinuation in it that I simply will not tolerate. Now, if you please, my dressing room is my very special place. It's sacred to me.
Yes, and I'm sure you
Now,
are very
I
special.
take to
as
the
well.
stage momentarily, and I need to focus myself sharply, so if you please, we must continue this discussion at some further point. I wish you a very pleasant day.
For a moment there, I thought he was gonna lock his hand out. Great, and now we have fingerprints. Just one?
You thinking what I'm thinking? The prints are in plain view. Don't need a warrant.
Over there. Data lab. Evidence. This one with this one. Surprise, surprise, we have a match.
We have a match to Jack Shell. I think his great American routine is about to wear thin.
Warrant available from Brass. Okay, do I have anything else? Just the ring I have to check.
Yeah?
We need a search warrant for Jack Shell's dressing
You
room.
have enough evidence?
Where is it? This one.
We put that print at the crime scene together with the casino's internal memo, and I have a pretty good feeling we're going to get a judge's signature on that search warrant.
Jack, we have a search warrant to examine your dressing room.
How dare you, sir? Have you all lost your damn minds?
Jack, simmer down, okay? We have your fingerprint on a bottle of d'Oranger, which was left behind at the scene of Miss Jackson's murder.
There've got to be at least 20 bottles of that stuff in the break room fridge. I must have touched that one before Clorinda took it. That's all that is. It means nothing.
Nevertheless, we have a warrant, so please, let us in.
I have never been so humiliated in all my life.
Gee, thank you for holding the door open. Do you seriously have like 10 of the same jackets? Oh my god, that's ridiculous. Okay, let's look around first. What's that?
Seems Miss Jackson didn't so much turn over a new leaf as have it raked. Ah, the mother of thousands. If the young plant we found at the crime scene was spawned from this one, it would have been recently. We should be able to match them up at the lab.
You go with us.
We need to be able to match the missing sprout to the empty spot from which it originated.
Okay.
Is that spinach or mold?
I hope it's spinach. I really do. Anything else? No. How vain can you be to have like posters of yourself all around? Jeez.
I do not have anything to say to you.
Huh. Well then don't. Think we took everything here? Yeah, I think that's all. Let's go. To the lab. The lab.
I understand. I would want the same thing in your shoes. It's really day shift's case, but I'll see if I can get someone.
How about those two? They seem to have enough time to stand around and watch us talk. Maybe we can put them to work.
Actually, ma'am, we...
Lieutenant Briggs. At least until I get this case wrapped up. Then I can get on with my retirement.
I'll leave you to it. Good luck.
I may need it. Now here's the situation. Some maniac dropped a bowling ball out of a second-story window and killed the kid, tagging the building below. Day shift got a piece of skin from the thumb hole on the ball, but they weren't able to work up a sample from it. Now, I don't need DNA to tell me who did this, but the courts do. So I need you to isolate the sample for me.
Lieutenant, we'll certainly do our best.
Yeah, like we don't have enough things to do. Okay, do I have a stupid bowling ball now? No. Well, how am I supposed to fix it then? Where was I going? It's a match.
And so we reunite the mother of thousands with one of her children. Which isn't good news for Mr. Shell.
Great. Okay, how do I do that thing from the old lady? What else do I have? Oh crap, I always pressed the wrong button. I still haven't matched that to anything, but... yeah. How am I supposed to do that? No. Okay. The plant fragment from the crime scene came from the plant in Jack's dressing room. I'm sure you can get Jim to bring him in for questioning. Sure, but that old woman asked something, didn't she? How can I help them? Her. Can I even? Do I have to do something here? No? I don't know how to help her. Find them.
What do you need?
We need an arrest warrant for Jack
I'll see
Shaw.
what I can do. Show me the evidence.
The plants.
Okay, you got the warrant.
Jack, we found traces of the plant from your dressing room at the crime scene. We know you were there.
That's quite an extraordinary claim, considering it isn't the least bit true. I don't even know where Clarinda lives.
God, he has such an annoying voice. I want to strangle him. Did you know Clarinda was in rehab?
Oh, that poor dear. I wasn't aware she had a problem, no.
You had a confidential memo that specifically mentions Clarinda's alcohol problem.
You lied to us, Jack. You gave Clarinda that bottle because you needed her out of the way.
Well, you just know it all, don't you? I suppose there's no point in continuing this ruse. Yes, I knew about Clarinda's proclivities, and yes, I did pay her a social call last night. I just wanted to give her enough rope to... let me choose my words carefully here. I just wanted to provide her with the opportunity to drink her way right out of rehabilitation, thus ensuring my continued employment. But you listen to me. I couldn't possibly kill a woman.
So, you draw the line at getting an alcoholic drunk and ruining her career.
Your point is well taken, sir. It was not what I would call my shining moment, but believe it or not, I do have the self-awareness to realize that if I lose my little second-rate show at that little second-rate casino, my career is over. I would never even consider killing somebody, but there can come a point when your future is on the line that you stop worrying about what will keep you proud and focus on what's going to keep you fed.
Why didn't you wipe your prints off the bottle?
I must admit I would not be in the deplorable situation in which I currently find